Hi guys, Kim here. Just wanted to show you, I've just been doing up some molds. Sharon had shared how she done up some molds on the Aussie Metal Clay support group. So I was just going to show you some of the things that I'd been making, which is these pieces, and I'm just going to set these into these molds here. And there's just some of these pieces that I've been making up, and so you can just see, put little Froggy in a mold. I think he'll be so cute, and that one as well. So alright, so I'm just going to move this all aside and make them any colour you like. So I'm just going to slide that all off my bench here. As you can see, I've been having a great deal of fun. The other thing is that I made a sculpted little teddy, or a little koala actually, which is there, and I wanted to make him a little mold for him. So I did it because he is a double-sided, so like two sides on him, and so what I'd done is I placed him into there, and then put that together, and then I've just created a couple little, what you would call key nicks there, where I've just, so I can just line that up, so when I go to put some clay in there, I just can line up those little slits just there, and that will get me the right spot. Apart from that, you could put some keyholes just in one side there, just in the sides there, and then that will come together and lock in together. So two ways of doing it. Alright, so just got a bowl here. Just move my little pieces aside. Do oil your pieces. So just say I'm just going to do, so this one for instance, might just start with a little Froggy, and I've just got a little just some kitchen spray oil, and so I've just sprayed that. Just give him a little oil up. I'll just sit him aside just there, ready to go. So in my bowl I have a little bit of cornstarch, and so I've just got what you would call either a window glass sealant. And I'm just going to squeeze a tiny bit in there because I'm only wanting to do a small amount for this one. So just take that off and set that aside. I'm just going to place a tiny bit of, now this is just oil. You can use baby oil, but this is just like kitchen oil. So any olive oil or anything like that that you've got laying around. This time I've decided I'm going to use a green, so I'm just going to pop that in, and that's not going to come out. I ended up with more of it over my fingers than I ended up over that, so I'm just going to take the lid off, and there you go. See, I'm ending up with more of it on my fingers. There we go. Right, put that aside. Yep, and more on my fingers, and then you can poke a stick with. There you go. Love colouring. I'll be wearing that for another week or more now. Okay, so I just have a little stirring stick, and then I'm going to pop in just because of that amount, I'm probably just going to pop in one more spoon on top of the cornstarch. If you choose to wear gloves, go for it. Now this is going to take a bit, so we'll probably speed this section up. So now if you have too much cornstarch, pop in a little bit more silicone. If you have not enough and it's sticky, then add a bit more cornstarch. It does take a bit to come together. You can get your hands right in there with some gloves if you choose to. Let me see if I can get in that without. As you can see, it's just starting to come together now. And the smell is not very good at all. It goes off in around about 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes, so you don't have a huge amount of time, but enough to get it mould and get it done. I'm going to have to add a little bit more silicone to that. At least I've got a nice little crumb mess there, so that's good. So I'm only just going to add a little bit more. Nice colour green. If you can, it's probably best to work near a open window, because the silicone does get a bit much. So I'll see if this comes back together again. And then we've got to start to come in there. Just see if I can pick that all up. Just start to work that through. Alright, so I'll set that bowl aside and then just start to work that in. Me with my green fingers. Put that aside. Now, you can either do one of two things, which I have on this, is I actually put a bit of oil on a tile, and that will stop your clay from, well, your moulding clay from sticking. So, because I only need a small amount for my frog, okay, I do use just a little snake roller just to flatten that out, pop that in there, okay, and just to make it a little bit neat and tidy, we'll go a smaller one right here. Okay, take that off, and I just slide that over there. Okay, so we've got a nice little raised edge and everything just there. So, all right, and moving on to the next piece. So I just keep repeating that until you use up what you got. Okay, so again, just spraying that, just wiping it over. And so this is the piece I will slide that off there. I will use, so I'll put that one on. So squish that one in. Okay, and use that as a, just make it nice and neat and tidy. That's really all it's for. Okay, and I'll just set that one, slide that over there. Moving on. You got to work reasonably fast, because and I'll do then this piece next. A little bit more. Just rolling it up into a ball so I've got a nice smooth surface. Squash that down. And then just push that in. And I'll get the next one up and cut that. There we go. I'll just set that one aside as well. Now this one here, I can take a little bit more off this one here. Use my tissue blade for that. And then I should have enough just left over just to do the tree. So that's the tree that I made. So these are all the pieces that I'd hand sculpt. So, and out of the Aussie metal clay. And now I can start to feel this is starting to set now. It gets a little bit firmer. And so I'm just going to push that down a bit and then pop that in. Just turn the stone bit around. Okay. Right, I'm just going to push that edges up onto that, so I've got a nice, and get that nice nice texture on that. And then all I'm going to do is cut it off nice and neatly, like that. And just push that and set that aside. There. Alright, so I've only got a tiny bit left. So always when you're doing something like this, have in mind of something that you've got little that you would like to add to it. And I've got myself just a little button here, so I may as well use the last of the clay, well, moulding clay, and just cut that there. Alright, so that's a few pieces, and I will just take that off and I will show you. It's not set yet, so it's still quite soft. I'm just gonna pop Mr. Froggy out. Okay, so we've got that one there, and I said you probably want to leave it a little bit longer, but I just wanted to show you. Let me show you just how good the texture is on that. Okay, so that means that you can, it takes the impressions on it. It comes up fantastic. So I'm really delighted. And that cost me around about $12. And I've got all of those pieces that you've seen in the beginning of the video. And I think I'm only about halfway through, so I'm going to get another amount, that amount again of what you've seen in the beginning of the video. So there you go. That's probably a good dozen, 2 dozen molds, and I'm going mold crazy. So all of my sculpting pieces, I'll put them into a mold. So thanks guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll just take that out and show you. Oh, that one's not quite set enough. That one is. There we go. Okay. Alright, so thanks for joining me again. And if you haven't subscribed before, do so you can be notified of any of the new updates and any of the new videos that I get and do. So have a great time. This is a lot of fun, and they're really, really flexible, really strong. They're just, I'm sold. So thanks to Sharon for sharing that on our support page, and it was a great tip, and certainly great to play with, and definitely the cheapest way to add more textures and molds to your collection. Alright guys, bye for now. Okay, one of the little tips that I've actually found is that when I had the frog in the mold, okay, and I took it out and I realized, oh, I could see right through it. So what I did is I got another bit of the clay and literally just left the frog in there, turned it upside down, and then placed a little strip on the back, and it's nice and firm, so there's no issues. So now it so if you do end up pushing right through to the other side, that's just a great opportunity to do so. Now with the teddy, with the 3D, where you can do the both sides of him, you can put in the little toothpicks there and there to create a little dots there, which once you put that together and compress that after that side's dry, and then put it together once this is almost dry, that will give you a couple of keys. They call little keys that you can place that together. But apart from that, and just adding just a couple of nicks on it will just suffice as well. It cuts really, really easy with scissors, and yeah, and it works perfectly for that as well. So that's your little tip with this, if you do bore right through. All right guys, talk to you soon with some more tips, and do subscribe. Let us know if there's anything else that you can think of. Thanks for joining me again.